Can you give our readers an example of the way in which that fire hose of misinformation is coming in? And can you talk a little bit? You talked about updating the public every few months, but we're, what are we? 6 days out. So, is it increasing? Is the volume going through the roof? And can you give us an example?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen foreign malign adversary activity at a larger scale than in any election cycle. And now they are armed with tools like generative AI, which is helping to exacerbate and to accelerate their ability to do things like create fake personas and fake websites and spew their propaganda in the United States. So we've seen that. In fact, we've also very helpfully seen disruption. So the Department of Justice indicted Russians for essentially funneling nearly $10 million to unwitting influencers on a platform in the US to spew propaganda. We have seen indictments against Iranian actors for attempting to hack into campaigns and leak that information. Just recently, we put a statement out on Friday about a fake Russian video that purported to show ballots being torn up in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. So we have seen all of this. We've put out information around it, and we will absolutely see more of it in the days over the next 6 days, and likely after November 5th, probably until January 6th, when the Congress finally certifies the election. And we put out a document, the intelligence community put out a document that talks about some of the things that the American people can expect after Election Day. And we know that it's likely going to be a very close race. And just because the polls close, it does not mean that the election is over. And what you see the night of the election, those are unofficial results. If it is very close in the battleground states, they may need to do recounts. They need to do audits. The great news with that is every battleground state has paper records. So there will be a result, but it just might take a few days. But we know into that space of uncertainty, when there is not a specific winner, that's where our foreign adversaries are going to be very active in terms of undermining American confidence and legitimacy, pitting Americans against each other, and maybe even trying to stoke violence in places where it's very close. And so we as Americans need to be on guard. We need to be vigilant to prevent this from happening. We cannot allow our foreign adversaries to have a vote in our democracy.